Welcome everyone, it's Adam Plays Nintendo here today, and today we are going to be looking at how to draw Majora's Mask from The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. So this might seem like a kind of out of place video on this channel, and well, it is. But I just thought it would be nice since, well, I wouldn't call myself an artist, but I would say that I'm relatively good at drawing. So anyway, for this, I would recommend having something to draw on, and then 2 sheets of paper, one to go underneath, just because we're going to be using a Sharpie, but feel free to use a pencil, or other type of marker if you want to. I would recommend a thin-tipped pencil since some of the details on Majora's Mask get a little bit crammed if you try to use a big, large marker. But anyway, you can have a picture of reference if you want. So this is the final product that we're going to be making today. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing the coloring, that might take too much time, but this is relatively what you're going to want at the end. And if you want to color it, that's completely up to you. This is a good version I already did. But anyway, with that out of the way, let's jump in to the actual tutorial. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is do all the horns. So Majora's Mask has 10 horns in total, I'm pretty sure. So on the sides there's going to be 4, and then 4, and on the top there's 2. All of them are relatively the same size, so let's get this done with. So starting off with our first horn, straight like that. So the lines aren't perfect and don't expect them to be, but try to do them as best as you can. Okay, so now that we're done all the horns at the bottom, you'll see that you probably want them a very small distance apart from each other. So now we're gonna move ahead to the 2 horns at the top and have them about about 5 or so centimeters diagonal from this horn. Just make sure you place them well, and you can go over in a Sharpie after if you don't think you did it well enough. These ones are going to be a little bit taller and longer, so make sure you get that. And yeah, we are done all the horns. So now that we have all those down, we're just going to start with the basic outline of the mask. So for those who don't know, it's about the size of a heart, you could say. And as you can see, these will all connect into a point at the bottom, and this will go down between the 2 and then back around. Start drawing it just to show you what I mean. There we go. And then once you're through, go down and then back up. Just like that. Then go around and down again. Now just do the simple task of connecting all the horns, and at the bottom make sure you connect them into a nice little sharp point. There we go. That is our basic outline of Majora's Mask. So this is probably already turning to turn into it, as you can see. And now I think we're gonna do the eyes. So for the eyes, you're gonna want them right about in the center of each half of the heart. Say you put a line of symmetry down the middle, just kind of put the eyes on each half, if that makes sense. So with the eyes, you're going to want to make them as good of a circle as you can, but don't be too worried about making it perfect. They gotta be a pretty decent size. The eyes are pretty much supposed to be the focal point of Majora's Mask, so make sure you make them big and noticeable. So we got our eyes right there, but still more detailing on the inside. So you want to do one small circle in each. Try to put it in the middle. Oh boy, that one didn't go that well. And inside these, once again, you want a small circle. There we go. So those are the eyes. Now they might not look like much, and mine are definitely far from perfect, but these are gonna be very highlighted once you do the coloring. But anyways, let's keep on going with the eyes. May as well finish the detailing around them. At the point right here and the point right there, on both the eyes, you just want to do a little spike sort of thing. It looks like it's almost coming out of both of them. On the bottom, a bit bigger, but not by much. There we go. Now, this is a tricky part. Just surrounding the whole eye, you kind of want to do an outline with the rounded edges. Okay, those are the eyes we have. Now, I think, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go move from the eyes and go up to the top, finishing some detailing around here. So, from the horns, from the left to the right, you're gonna kind of want to do this sort of bended line, like that. And once you get to about there, just go straight up to create a sort of box. So both sides, and there. Got our two boxes. Now, these might seem a bit out of place, but don't worry, they'll make sense in a second. So inside these boxes, you're just going to want to draw some small rectangles. It's coming out the top. Some nice, easy rectangles. And then 2 or 3 over here that you can just barely see. Just like this. Yeah. There we go. So we're pretty much done most of the detailing at the top, but not all of it. Right where these two sides connect, just draw a few lines. Just pointing downwards on that side and pointing downwards on that side. Now, underneath these dots, these lines, you're gonna want to do dots. You're gonna do 3 little pairs of them, one on each side. And going down to right about where these 2 points would connect, you do 2 more. And then underneath these, just a bit more, you're going to do 4 more pairs. And these are the final dots. Majora's Mask. There we go. Got a pair of dots now. So surrounding these lines and dots, you're going to want to do this sort of, it's a bit of an odd shape, but yeah, just go down, round it out, start up here again, go out, and okay, didn't do a great job right there, but close enough. So, moving on from this, we're going to do some little detailing under these. So what you're going to want to do is make 3 sort of triangles with rounded edges. We don't want points. It's no problem if you accidentally happen to do them. It's 3 as if they were connecting, so one facing down in the middle and then 2 facing up. Now inside these, just draw a little mini pointed triangle. And just do that for all of them. There we go. And yeah, we're chugging along nicely here. So, this is definitely going to be one of the trickiest parts. Should we go to that yet? No. Okay, first of all, at the second spike from the bottom, just draw a spike coming out of it from each side. Like that. Simply like that. That's all you need to do. Now from this bottom, you're going to want to kind of make an arch going right over. So just bring it up and bring it down. Now make this into a line, so go over that again, and there we go. Starting to come together quite nicely now. So going back to this, we're gonna do, what I was talking about earlier, probably the hardest part of the whole mask. This is a line that pretty much starts from here, goes all the way connecting right to there. This has been tricky, and if you don't get it perfect, that's fine. Even you could stop at this state and it still looks pretty nice. It's not completely accurate, which is kind of what we're going for. So this is going to be double-sided, so make sure you leave enough room. But anyway, let's start from here. We're gonna want rounded edges on this line. This line might go a little bit wonky, but that is completely okay. Not that bad. And then make sure you do it on the other side. But not actually. So go back to here and finish the other side of this line. Now, from right here, just bring out a little arch right there, just for an extra bit of detailing. Now, we're going to repeat what we did here onto this side. And, believe it or not, we are now done. Surprisingly, this is all you need to do for your accurate depiction of Majora's Mask. So, yeah, this is Majora's Mask. Thanks for watching this video. But before we get onto that, I do want to just quickly touch on coloring. So, I'm not going to be doing any coloring just because I don't want this video to be strenuous. But I will say, moving this slightly to the corner of the camera, I'll bring out my this is probably a better version of Majora's Mask that I've drawn. So I'll just flip off this light switch and let you take a look at this. So if you can see, I sure hope you all can see. Most of the coloring is pretty simple. You're gonna want kind of a peach brown color for the horns, and you're gonna want a nice red color for all this detailing. Lots of black pretty much everywhere. It's a darker blue around the top, some whites, blacks, this kind of darker brown, almost orange you could say, and then a lot of black around here. So the two things I want to touch on is these 4 spikes. You kind of need a bit of different types of shading around them, because this one is this same color just with more yellow, red, green, blue on both sides, which turns out for a pretty nice depiction of what they're supposed to be. The hardest part of coloring Majora's Mask is definitely the eyes. The very middle dots, the pupils, you just want black and then green surrounding them. The outer part of that is a little bit confusing. You're going to want a red rim and then orange in the middle and yellow just surrounding the eye. So you're kind of going to want to mix these to give it sort of this feel of converging in, kind of like you can see here. I think it looks pretty nice, but yeah, that is our Majora's Mask, and this is the one that we have drawn today. So yeah, this is the Majora's Mask that we've drawn today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. I don't know what I'm saying. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And comment down below if you think I should be doing more tutorials. On this same binder, I also did a one of Link with the ocarina. Don't know how well you can see that, but I think this one turned out pretty nicely. This whole binder is actually full of pictures of different Zelda and Undertale and many other games I've played. Pictures of those. So yeah, if you want me to be doing more tutorials on drawing and less videos just talking, I guess. Make sure you guys leave that down in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have fun drawing, and I'll see you guys in one of my next videos.